covering the islands of the Bahamas. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight.
Major investors seeking to do business in the Bahamas. Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Weekend Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis. As always, it's great to have you starting off your weekend with us. Topping the news this evening, investment opportunities are plentiful in the Bahamas and if successful can create thousands of jobs for Bahamians. During the 16th Annual International African American Hotel Ownership and Investment Summit and Trade Show, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie, while in Miami Friday, attempted to persuade the more than 150 investors from around the United States that business is better in the Bahamas. Beverly Curry traveled with the Prime Minister to that summit and has tonight's top story.
Prime Minister Perry Christie's message to African American investors was simple. It's better in the Bahamas, and one way of finding this out is to do business here.
We have been able to take an industry like tourism, take it into the dominant industry in our country, and reap the benefits of it. The challenge for the future is the success we can have and hopefully should have in being able to attract people such as yourselves, to find some niche in our country that will enable you to have the confidence to invest your money, knowing that it will be safe and knowing that there will be a return.
Speaking of mega-sized investments like Bahamar and Albany, Prime Minister Christie told the international grouping of a major tourism boost on the island of Bimini, which he said will change the face of that island.
Sometime between now and December, we're going to have the expansion of the tourism product in Bimini, where a casino will be put in place. A major effort will be made to bring in more tourists through a ferry service being established in a meaningful way, and ultimately the expansion of the airport and its environs on South Bimini, where major flights can come into that. So there is absolutely no doubt that Bimini itself is poised, and all you need to do is go in and look at Bimini now, talk to the Minister of Tourism, and say you're going to add a linkage to what is happening by having one or two boutique hotels put in place down there, and the Minister can tell you how that could be done.
And to ensure the survival of these developments, the government is carrying out major upgrades to the country's main gateway.
The confidence the government of Bahamas had in its product is demonstrated by the fact that we have made a commitment to spend $400 million expanding the airport in Nassau, one city, where we have to build airports in every major island. And we're doing that, right, as a further demonstration of our commitment to partnership with the private sector who are involved in the tourism industry so that they can see for themselves. We just don't talk the talk, we walk the walk.
Members of the National Association of Black Hotel Owners and Operators were invited by the Prime Minister to embrace the many untapped investment opportunities in the Bahamas. As Prime Minister Christie puts it, there still exists an unfilled demand for small and medium-sized 3- and 4-star hotel accommodations here. Beverly Curry, ZNS News.
Following the Prime Minister's address, ZNS News caught up with two business operators who expressed an interest in the Bahamas.
Interested in looking into the developing in the Bahamas. I think there's probably some excellent opportunities there. Depending on the location, if it's beachfront, I think you could easily do one to 200 room oceanfront property without any problems over there at all. Possibly larger, depending on how the feasibility reports turn out.
I was very pleased to learn more about the Bahamas and understand some of the business opportunities there. I do know in that I do international estate planning for clients and have used the Bahamas in terms of a great place for fund administration, trust administration, and their infrastructure for conducting that type of business and providing benefit to investors and affluent people all over the world is a very sophisticated industry, maybe the most sophisticated industry in the world, as I understand. And so I hope to continue to expand my opportunity to go to the Bahamas to do further business there.
Police are still investigating the country's latest murder. Yesterday afternoon, they received a tip which led them to a gruesome discovery in the Angliston community. Vaughn Albury visited Charles Vincent Street today and tells us it appears to be another domestic incident turned deadly. We want to advise you that some of the pictures might be disturbing.
It was at number 31B that police discovered a bloody scene in the rear bedroom of the apartment. Blood on the bed and on the floor in front of the dresser. Police report that they are questioning a 27-year-old man who got into an altercation with a female known to him. On Saturday, family members told us that the 20-year-old victim's throat was slit. She lived on Quarry Mission Road and was reportedly the murder suspect's girlfriend. The family member, who did not want to be identified, claimed that the mother of two came to the apartment to visit her boyfriend on Friday afternoon. What transpired next, no one knows for sure, but it was around 5 p.m. when another resident came home and discovered something amiss.
There's people living there last night when he's come this yesterday evening. When he's come, he see plenty blood up there at the front door. And when you look at that, they see man kill a woman up there. Okay, after that, so you find out, okay, you find man, okay, police lock up man.
The roommate claims that the 27-year-old, a very quiet man, reportedly worked on Paradise Island and had been living in Angliston for about 7 months. Neighbors claim all seemed normal on Charles Vincent Street. Then police showed up.
What I saw is the police cars pull up and they had the guy in the back seat and they came and investigated the scene, and right from there that's when I knew something happened.
And what did you find out that happened?
Well, a lady was inside the room, with her neck sawed or cut, and that's basically it. You see, that's all I heard.
But other than that, you heard no sounds?
No sounds.
And you were home all the time?
All the time I was home. But he ain't had nothing. Nothing was, no screaming, nothing.
It is the country's 75th murder for the year. I'm Vaughn Albury, ZNS News.
When we come back, Social Services set to unveil its multi-million-dollar assistance plan. That story and more coming up.